Bola Ahmed Tinubu INEC, e don dey talk wetin e no go fit do o. You know say most of them, if they don enter finish, they go dey guess, dey talk say they go do this or do that. When be say na Bola Ahmed Tinubu na e carry you come. Now you don dey try to deny Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Na so una take dey start o. Nigeria cannot be trusted. Guys, when I watch this video, hear from our new.
Also talk about whether I was part of the presidential election team. I have also read it, and it is very simple to answer because you cannot be part of a team, a legal team. In fact, that I led the legal team. The law reports on those cases have been out. And even when I was coming, I decided to have certified true copies of the counsel that appeared. I did not appear in the presidential election tribunal and at the Supreme Court.
So you never represented Peter Obi or PDP?
I was not part of it.
Okay,
I was not part of it.
So that will give us comfort.
I was not.
That will give us comfort.
I was not part of
We
it.
thought he was representing the opposition. But now that he has cleared that he was not part of it, I think we should, that will give us comfort. So that issue is hereby deleted.
Distinguished senators, the purpose of introducing BVAS and IREF was to ensure the integrity of the election. And that is the purpose of technology all over the world. I believe what happened in 2023, which was subsumed as a glitch, before we went into the election, my own understanding and based on the review of the decisions of Supreme Court, we found that there was no clarity as to the purpose of BVAS, of IREF. Not until the Supreme Court came out to say that IREF was not an electronic collation system. And that position was not properly brought out before the election. The INEC was supposed to be a safeguard for comparison because the laws made by this distinguished Senate did not do away with manual collation. But however, IREF was supposed to provide some guarantees and checks and balances. But owing to the issues of glitches, which in simple time, I understand as improper configuration, especially during the presidential election, that eroded the confidence of so many people. So, His Excellency the Senate President said, I have to audit the system if I'm given the opportunity to see what is actually wrong and whether we have what it takes as it is now. Because it is not just the INEC responsibility alone. You have the other agencies like NCC, NIMC, and the service providers that will have to work together to ensure that we give Nigerians a technology that everybody will be happy about. May I respond by taking the last question first? I think that is a major concern. That's the question of Senator Osita. It's a major concern of everybody because one of the things that we have to do is to work out an internal mechanism that we can use to trail the behavior of humans. In the first place, I'm taking this position on trust, and the people who I'm going to work with, they must also appreciate the fact that they are there on trust, and because you have made the law that should be done. So one of the ways is to set up an ethical committee so that you can have an audit of what has happened, because there have been several cases that have been reported and nothing were done. Some have been taken to court, like in Bayelsa State, there were some cases like that, and I believe in Adamawa, where some people were prosecuted and even convicted. So we're going to follow through and pursue that course. And also to say that maybe we're also going to work the National Assembly because there will be need for some legislative intervention in some cases.